Hi everyone, welcome to today's app webinar focused on networking. We're going to be walking through the mobile app and the web platform to show you all of the networking features that are available to you on the app. It's really there to assist you with your networking and just make it easier for you to find and make really great connections, both pre-event and whilst you're on site. So we'd really just recommend you make full use of this networking opportunity that is available. So starting off with logging in, when you log on for the first time, you're going to see a few onboarding questions. So we'd recommend that you complete these questions with as much detail as you can, as this information here, along with the information you would have provided at registration, is going to feed into the app's smart matchmaking. So the more information you provide here, it's going to take that along with the complementary information from our other delegates and be able to give you really relevant recommendations. So if you can, just complete this with as much information as possible. If you have logged on to the app before, you will have already completed these questions, but you can go in and update the answers you provided. So once you've logged in from the home page, you can click on your profile icon here, and you can click Change Profile Attributes, and it's going to bring you up these onboarding questions again. So you can add more information, change your answers, etc. And from here, this again is going to feed into those recommendations that the platform gives you. So in terms of networking, there's three main approaches that you can take. So from the homepage, you're going to want to scroll down to this networking block here. And the first method that you can take to finding people to connect with is to use the attendee list here. So if you click here, it's going to bring you up the list of everyone who's going to be attending the AHC. So what you can do here is manually scroll through that list and identify who you're interested in connecting with and start taking action from there. What we'd recommend doing here is using the filters button here. And using this can help you sort through that full list of attendees. So for example, if I was just interested in meeting with advisors, I could click on primary business function and select advisors, and that will filter that full attendee list just to that specific business function. The second method that you can take to find connections is to use the search bar at the top here. So you can use this if you know exactly who you want to connect with by putting in the attendee's name or their company name. What we'd recommend with this method is make use of the company list. So you can click on this button here, and it's going to bring you up the list of every company name who's going to be in the room at the event. So once you've identified who you want to meet with, for example, let's say I want to meet with Questex, we can then search them here, and it's going to bring us up that list of all of the attendees who are coming from that company. And from there, we can start connecting with them. The third method that you can take is to use this recommended for you feature. So if we click on here, this is where those onboarding questions are going to come into. So that's why it's really important to give as much information as possible at that onboarding stage and answering those questions, as this is where it's going to pull in that information that you've provided along with our other delegates information that they filled out. And it's going to give you tailored recommendations on who we think that you should connect with at the event. So it's going to give us 10 profiles that we think that you should meet with. And from here, you can start taking action by either requesting a meeting, sending an intro message, or showing interest. Or if you're not interested, you can hit skip. So to see everyone that you have shown interested in, you can click on this more button here. And then you're going to scroll down until you see this recommendations section. And you can click on my interested list. And this is going to bring up all of those profiles that you've clicked on show interest for. So after we've identified who we want to meet with, you're then going to start taking actions to turn those attendees into connections. So again, 3 ways that you can do this. The first thing is that you can request a meeting with this individual. So in order for them to become a connection this way, you're going to send a meeting request, and then they will need to accept that meeting in order for you to then become a connection. The second method is by showing interest. So again, you will show interest in this individual and they will mutually show interest back in you, and that's going to turn them into a connection. So once you're connected with the delegates on the app, as long as they have opted in for this, you'll then be able to see their contact information here. So once they're a connection, that's when you're going to be able to see that contact information. So requesting a meeting and showing mutual interest, these are the 2 methods that you're going to want to do in advance of the event to start your networking. But the third method that you can use to turn someone into a connection is what you're going to be doing whilst you're on site, and that's badge scanning. So to access the badge scanner, we're going to again come down to this more button here. and we're going to bring up badge scanning here. So QR badge scanner. And when you open this for the first time, it's going to come up with a prompt, something along the lines of giving permission to the app to use your camera. You just want to click yes to opt in. And then from there, you can be scanning attendees' badges. If you're having meetings with anyone, just make sure you're scanning as many people as possible to collect their information and turn them into a contact. The badge scanner is also available from the homepage. So there will be a button from the mobile app that will let you click on that, and it will open up the badge scanner as well. So in terms of the ways that you can make a connection, we really recommend you making full use of the badge scanner, as this is a really fast way to make someone a connection. So whilst the scheduled meeting and mutual interest option, the person that you're reaching out to has to, confirm that interest, confirm that meeting with you in order for them to become a connection. When you're doing the badge scanning, they're immediately going to become a connection as soon as you've scanned their badge. So you'll have access to their contact information as soon as you've scanned that badge. So whilst you're on site, we really recommend you making full use of that badge scanner. So once you've scanned all of those badges, you can then view everyone that you've scanned by clicking on this View Your Scan List, and it will bring up the names of everyone that you've scanned badges of. So from this section, you're going to see the My Scan list. So that's everyone that you as an individual have scanned the badges of. So just a quick overview of what you can be doing now. Pre-event, you're going to want to set up those lead qualification questions. You're going to want to start identifying who you want to connect with. And then from there, you're going to want to turn them into connections by either showing interest or scheduling a meeting. Whilst you're on site, the main thing that you want to do with the app is use the badge scanning feature on mobile to, again, collect those connections. We'll look forward to seeing you in Manchester.